Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Watson. He'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's
that was pretty good, actually.
In the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer there.
Roughing the passer was bullshit.
Defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, That doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with
You
the
using like
QB.
welfare internet. Come on now.
Step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Zappe and the Patriots come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Zappe. Hunter Henry brings it in. Look at the big fella go. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 75 yards. And the Patriots have regained the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Zappe's going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And bulldozing his way through. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on second is Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Quick throw, he's got Amari Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Damn, dude, I didn't even fucking read the penalty, so.
Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And Zappe to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. He's still on his feet, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Big play there for New England. 62 yards.
Not just great hands, but excellent elusiveness on display there. He catches it on the left side of the field, and then with some nice moves, darts across the hash marks into open space, and they don't track him down until he's across field after a nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Zappe. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Za'Darius Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw, Zappe. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The 13-yard line.
Zappe looks to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Zampi on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now 2nd and 9.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Zampi.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs.
Zampi from the gun.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back. Edwards has a touchdown.
There you go.
Their opponents picked
there you go.
Earlier. Those are some crucial points that make it pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Zappe off play action. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Once again, here's Zappe. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
From the shotgun, Zappe. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 56 yards. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Browns drive about to get started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
They run again on first down. Chubb. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores,
but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Connor Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 15. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 40. It's a 31-yard gain.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And now Zappe. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Zappe, another shot on 2nd down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football.
I got lucky, yeah.
And more incompletions. It just doesn't look
threw
like
my person on the ground. You could have had that.
And it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back.
I stand corrected. Good job.
The Browns defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here in this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Browns 20. Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Got a
The
fucking
Pats at the
huge
line,
number of
ready
them.
to go. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. There's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the
Fucking
Patriots
D gonna do
defense
some
is gonna
stupid
take
shit like
over on
that.
down. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get it all the way down
Mother
inside
trucker,
the
dude.
5-yard line.
Good job.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because
let me get that ball back.
Damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he's
you ain't doing that.
Scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Another time now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead before, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Watson.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Akins, 32 yards.
And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Patriots 26. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Zappe.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's Zappe.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Now Zappi.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills.